Yo, what's going on YouTube? And it has been a little second, but we back, baby. Alright, and here we're gonna go over a market watch video. I tried to tell you guys not to go ahead and buy all these cards at the beginning unless you like absolutely positively need them for any kind of event you're going to. If you weren't playing any kind of major events, you should have waited. If you didn't wait it, then it's alright. You'll be alright. But let's get into it, okay? Let's talk about it. So the prices are calming down right now on all of these cards. This is actually a pretty good time. I would say like this week and next week are going to be pretty much the best time to buy these cards. We're at the end of the week here, and Shigi Smoker, all this good googly moogly has finally calmed down. We got the Ben Smoke Reiju. His went down to 22 cents, but it wasn't like it was hiding up into anything higher than that. We have the Captain Kid down to $3, which is pretty good pricing for that. If you didn't get your Captain Kids, or if you did get your Captain Kids early and you paid too much for them, I'm sorry for you. They're only $3 now. So you go ahead and get them for the low 3. I think that the Sanji is pretty much going to sit around this $8 to $10 range. I think it's actually going to probably fall off to about $8. Probably fall off to about $8. Right now it's sitting at a strong $10. And yeah, I'm feeling confident that it's gonna fall down. It's a pretty good card, you know what I mean. But it's not as super relevant in the meta, in my personal opinion. That's just me though, and how I see the card. I think it's still pretty good. $10 for that is a little bit pricey though. I don't think you'd be paying $10 for that Sanji, but that's just me. If you want to do what you do, then by all means do it, baby. Let's see, we've got the Monettes, which is down to $2. I'll pick those up. We got the Divine Departure just for $1. I'll go ahead and pick those up. These are going to plummet in price. Don't get these at $2. Wait until these hit the 50 cents range, because I promise you these are going to go down. The smokers are also going to go down. Like I said, if you need to grab these cards absolutely positively right now, by all means, absolutely positively grab them right now. But as you can see, they're starting to go down. Earlier in the week, these were $11, I do believe. Yes, these were $11 earlier in the week, and now they are sitting at a steady 7 and decreasing. So I recommend that, again, you wait until probably like tomorrow or next week when the price of these have all the way settled. Like I said, if you haven't got all your cards yet and you're not in any kind of hurry to get them because you don't have any kind of events coming up, by all means, wait, because I promise you this Kyros is also going to go down. There's no reason that this should be a $2 card. This is just high price for right now. Again, you should just wait until this falls off, until its proper price is going to be less than $1, I promise you. No sense in rushing there. So let's see here. We got these Shishigis. These Shishigis probably going to fall off too for a little bit. They're probably going to stay. These are already going down, like I said, so they're definitely gonna move down in price. So just be on the lookout for that. Just be on the lookout for the cards just going down, because it's all what they're gonna do. You see everything starting to sell into a more reasonable price. It just makes sense that this is less than $1, because really, what is this? This art for $23. Really, what is this? This can actually come down just a teensy weensy bit. I don't think that you should be paying $25 for this art. I think it's more sort of a $20 to $15 art. I wouldn't even go and touching it for that much. This Usopp leader for $55. I'll go ahead and pick that up for $55. $55 seems like a pretty good deal for any art leader. $55 for Usopp. Usopp being a really good leader. And only $55 for him right now seems pretty clean, pretty clutch. I go ahead and pick that up for the $55. $55 is a good price for the Usopp to go ahead and grab. How you like your fries? Not like you like them eggs, try to fertilize. But anyway, we're moving forward with some other cards over here. It's like, say, look at all this. All this just drop. Like I said, if you were anxious and you grabbed all your cards early, then by all means you paid a lot of money for some stuff that you could have waited for. But again, I'm just here to try to tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. How you like it. $15 forward. Pretty sure that this is also going to drop to the $10 range. I'd wait till this drops to the $10 before I go ahead and start picking up the all art of these. But once it does drop to $10, pick them up. $17 for this all art Kairos. Again, I believe this is going to drop to an actual $10. So again, wait for that to happen. I think that this is this price right here is pretty soon going to be the actual price of these cards. So I go ahead and pick that up for $10. I go ahead and pick up the Rebecca for $20. I'd say I'd wait till the Rebecca drops down to $20 to go ahead and pick that up. This at $5 is probably going to drop a little bit lower if it's at $5 right now. So you can go ahead and either grab it right now at the $5 mark, or just wait for a little bit longer for it to go down. But there's no sense in waiting for that to go down. You might as well just pick that up now. $17 for this. You can pick this up now. I do see this dropping probably a little bit more in price but I wouldn't get your hopes up for dropping super lower than that. I'd probably say $15, maybe $12 at the lowest is what you're going to see this at, and then I would grab it at that time. Also, whenever this goes down just a wingtee bit, I would grab it. But this is actually a staple in a couple of decks that are supernova, really mostly just the Law and the Kid. So this is actually going down in price. I don't really foresee that. I think this is going to stick around the $50. If it goes any lower than $50, I would highly recommend that you pick it up. Like if this thing drops to $30, pick it up, 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 pick up all 3 copies, because once it skyrockets in price, you're gonna be mad that you didn't. And one thing that we do know about these cards such as these is that they usually are cool right now, but they become insane later. So this is one of those cards I think that, like, again, 7 cost, 9,000 power, very good body with a very good effect. Reveal up to 1 supernova type, and so you don't even have to have a supernova type. You don't have to have a supernova leader. You just have to be like supernova type cards to go ahead and get this off. So again, if you have any kind of yellow and you have supernovas that you play enough of in the deck, and you play this is a really good card for just a generic heal 1. I think that this is going to be pretty good in the future. He's really good right now, but I think that's once we get more supernova support and we see more yellow supernova leaders, or we see a combination of some broken leader combination, then yeah, super relevant. Let's see, going down, baby, obscured in the rainbow. So this is now reasonably priced as opposed to what it was earlier, which was astronomically stupid. This thing was priced at $1 billion Jesus dollars. Yeah, a hot hundo on release for this thing. You had to be thirsty to get this. Not gonna fake it to you. I don't think that if you paid a hot hundo for this, you were thirsty. And someone needs to get you a drink ASAP. You need some milk is what you need, because that's a lot. That's beyond ridiculous. I hope no one was silly enough to be able to do that. Or, if you were, ball out, you got it like that, You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, though, we're going to go ahead and look at the rest of this here. Let's see what else is fraudalized. Let's see, we got the all art Frankies for less than $10. I would say pick up those Frankies for the $10. Why is this right here again? That's kind of crazy. And here we have the same cards over again. I don't know what's happening. We do have the all art of the Smoker, which is only $60. Only $60 for the all art Smoker. Smoker's on a low, $60, $62, something of that nature for the all art. I go ahead and pick this up right now before it jumps up in price. $60 for the AA. It just seems like a very good steal. Go ahead and get that if you can cop it. Looking pretty clean. This is finally run down to a pretty decent price, because this was astronomically priced before, but now it looks like it's not. This is $23. I wouldn't pay $23 for this card. I wait until that also goes down in price. $50 for it. Like, again, $50 for RR leaders. You can't really beat that. So pick up all the RR leaders you can. $50. $50. And Kid is pretty good leader. Smoker's pretty good leader. Law is pretty good leader. I think we saw his art here, or was it the last page we saw him on, but yeah, you definitely want to be trying to pick up, like I say, if these are at their low. I think that this is probably going to drop down to 45 at the lowest. It's like 45 at the lowest probably for this leader. And if you want to wait for that 45 mark, that's going to be again either the start of next week. It's going to be sometime next week. Next week, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the absolute lowest for all of these. So if you're going to be purchasing any of these cards, then next week is going to be the time for you to wait to purchase them, because like I say, they should be at a settled price by next week, which means all this is going to be pretty much low. $20 for this Monkey D. Luffy seems pretty good. I'd go ahead and pick that up for $20. This Rouge, maybe, possibly, I don't know, possibly. $27 for this RR Sugar. I would pick that up. This is actually a sleeper leader. I think that in the future, this is one of those leaders that's going to become cracked. Purple and red are actually a really good color combination, though they don't have any immediate synergy. I think that they're eventually getting to a point to where the color combination is really good. And this is actually an insanely good leader ability that says if you have a character with 6,000 power or more, set up to 1 Don as active at the end of your turn. It has to be a Don Quixote. It has to have 6,000 power or more for you be able to set 1 Don active, but it's still a pretty good skill, especially on your opponent's turn. When you activate an event, you can set up to 1 Don from your Don deck. It says from your Don deck and set it's active. So it's just a generic ramp. So you get to ramp with this leader by activating events. So doing the searcher event, allowing you to search, add cards to your hand, and just kind of do all kinds of crazy shenanigans with this leader. I think that $26 is a very fair price for this. I will pick this up at $26 before anything happens with this leader and it becomes relevant or even becomes useful, because let's face it, an event-based deck with Sugar seems like it'll be pretty good. I think that in the event-based deck, if someone can figure out the magic with this leader, I think that it's going to be a pretty good leader to have, pretty good leader to play, but not right now. That thing is doo-doo. And there we have the RR Law for 45. I suggest that you go ahead and pick him up. He'll probably drop down to a hot 30 bucks, but if that is the case, by all means, wait till he drops down to that hot 30. I'm not the biggest fan of this art. I don't know what is going on in his face. What are those, brother? But, you know, that's just me. I'd still probably pick up the RR for the low if you can. It just makes sense to pick it up for the low. Don't wait and don't be disappointed that you did, because you're just going to be in a hurt zone. You don't want to be in the hurt zone. You want to be in the friendly fire zone. Happy, joy. All right, let's see. 50 bucks for this. I'll take a regular art. With the announcement of blocks too, the idea of just picking up all arts is, I mean, like, if you still really want to flex, by all means pick up all arts. It just makes sense for you to pick up all arts because, like I said, if you just like flexing, by all means flex. But there's no sense in picking up all arts with block rotation coming. I mean, if you want to have them for the year, have them for the year. But again, by the end of the year, any all arts that you start to pick up, once it gets into that set rotation, you just have to stop using it for that rotation. You know, but like, I don't agree with that. But it's a good thing that they'll have still regular tournaments that we can still participate in. Some SPs, SP Newgate, which is the structure deck Newgate. They gave him an SP, which is pretty cool, and they gave him with the crew on there, which is really nice. Actually, if you take a look at the art and you take a good gander at it, it's pretty decent little art here with all the little characters from Whitebeard's crew on there, which is actually pretty dope, and they're all just having fun, chucking a bird. We got Ace in the back. RIP to the two of the greatest fucking legends to ever exist in the game. One Piece will never be the same, baby. I mean, it still hurts to this day. I don't even know how you can make an anime character's death feel like, you know, you lost somebody in real life. But Ace was that guy where you gotta take a moment, pause, like, damn, bro, my nigga really gone. Like, all right, but enough of that shit. Moving on to the next one. Skibbity Scap Skibbity. This is the Diggly Diggly, and it doesn't look like we got anything of the Skiggly Wiggly. All right. So that was the marker watch for Royal Blood. Like I say, Royal Blood finally starting to settle down, finally starting to come a little bit regular in price. Like I said, if you were trying to get it for a little bit higher than that, I didn't recommend that. But if you did, by all means, you know, kudos to you. We're going to move on here to the new Emperor, see if anything went up from here. Not for real. Actually, everything is settled down in this set to reasonable prices. So you want to wait until the set starts to look like this before you start to buy cards, because all these, like say, these cards that are super rares and above that were hella expensive, like I say, this Sanji, I know it was 20 bucks at one point in time, not anymore, just for this art was 20 bucks, and it, you know, now it's down to a reasonable 175 for it. So, you know, obviously ideal. Looks like this set is also settled down. So One Piece is actually in a pretty good spot, it looks like right now, because the prices of mostly everything is at a reasonable level for mostly everything in One Piece right now. I don't think that there's anything that's like too outlandishly priced, but you know, still pretty good. I think that $11 for that all art Uta is actually pretty good. If you didn't see it, I'm not going to go back. Too bad you missed it. You can go ahead and check it out for yourself. But again, looking at some of these cards, looking at some of the prices for these, looks like these are some reasonable prices. I still think that's a pretty good price for this all art audio, especially since Lim is such a good freaking deck. Lim is such a good freaking leader. I think that you should definitely be picking these up. 20 bucks for this bin backnet. I think that's a little pricey, but you know, that's just me. Let's say all these arts for Buggy are still really low. You should definitely be getting these low arts for Buggy while they're still to the low. Leaders less than 50 bucks. Should be picking those up. Let's see, all art Shanks for only $25. It seems like a grab. All art Sanji for only $15 seems like a grab. Any leader I see that's under 50 bucks, it's just it's auto grab. Like, it's under 50 bucks. The leader becomes relevant. Anything happens in like 12 sets and that leader just boom pops off, then you know it's gonna be what it is. I really like if they start making the older leaders much more valuable though. Like, they just start releasing shit to just make these old leaders like the nuts. I mean, inadvertently they have, but nothing that's like super fucking solid, you know. Ah, sorry, I'm yawning, you guys. I know you guys don't like that. It's never very good for the videos to be yawning. I don't know why it is. It happens to me. I really dislike it. It's so unfortunate. Please don't judge me. Ooh, we got this law only $16. Yeah, I should be picking these up, man. Pick these up. Pick these up. What are y'all doing? You need to be picking these up, baby. These is the hot gosh my gosh, boy. The beast bosh the bosh. Oosh mosh kamash. Alright? What the fuck? Yeah, that's up there. I would leave that alone just for right now. That's a whole weed system. That's a whole something else you can buy. Golly, I mean, like if you want the wanted collection, I do want the wanted collection, and I gotta get it for the wanted collection. But like, that is a pricey Luffy. But you know, it's the Luffy. It's his new wanted poster. See that boy just enjoying life. He just boy, you ain't gotta be laughing so hard. Loof goof madoof, my dude loof oof. Loof boof with the goof goof with the loof. Yeah, you should definitely be picking up this set. Yeah, definitely see like all the cards in this set have also settled down. Like I said, the only cards that are super expensive right now are the cards out of the new set. And that's just because it's the new set and the prices have not settled down. But if you honestly just wait for them to settle down, I promise you, you will be ever so happy that you did. Ever so happy that you did. Let's see, we got the Shanks coming in with the manga. We got the Luffy coming in with the manga. And we also got, ooh. I told you I cut this yawning stuff out. I hate when I yawn in the videos. Why am I yawning? That's what's really throwing me off. Dang. That boy is up there. That boy's up there. But that is the market watch for this evening. You guys enjoy the rest of your day and come back for another one some other time. This is Seafood out.